Hello, everybody. I hope all of you are well. Yes, I'm live. Finally, I know I haven't been live in quite some time. Sorry for that, guys. I know usually I try to be on time and do lives pretty regularly, but unfortunately, I've been very busy and going through a few things in my personal life, so I had to put a pause momentarily. But I'm back and ready to attack, as they say. So thank you for joining me tonight. I will start the show momentarily. Hello, hello, Lashes Journey. So glad to see you here. Thank you for your continued support as usual. I hope you're well and I hope you're feeling better. I know you were saying before that you and the family were a little bit ill. So I hope you're getting better and on the right path. So we're going to take a little commercial break, as they say, and get back into the rhythm of things. So we are back. So tonight is going to be a fairly quick live, and I usually do quick lives, and I know that's part of the reason my channel isn't growing as much as I would like it to. But I do have a plan tonight. I will be going to see yet another movie. I know I'm going out and about. I will be seeing Batman. I told myself I didn't really want to go see it, but I also don't want to stay at home tonight, so I figured, okay, might as well spend some money and go see the movie. So I do want to do a live just to get you guys reminded you guys that I'm still here and still alive and kicking and all is well. Lashes, if you can tell me if you hear the music, because for some reason when I booted up my computer, when I plug in my headphones, I it blasts the music through the speakers and not through my headphones. So I had to put the volume really, really low. So I have no idea if you guys can hear me properly, hear the music properly. So if you can let me know, Lashes, when you can, if everything is good. Um, I assume everything is good, but we'll see soon enough. Anyways, tonight is my book review. So I will be reviewing the chapter 9 of the book 48 Laws of Power. Yes, okay, everything is good. All right, thank you, Lashes. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Um, it's really low. Okay, I assume you're talking about the music. I assume, or is it me? Okay, I'm gonna put it up a little bit. Okay, now it's coming through my headphones, so I can put myself up. Okay, okay. Sometimes my computer just likes to. Here we are. Okay, I think that should be better now, all the way around. And it's now playing through my headphones, so everything should be good to go. Give me a thumbs up, Lashes, if that's much better for you. Thank you, Lashes, again. Music? Okay. I'll get the music up a little bit. Okay, so that should be better, hopefully. And let me know if it's all good. And in the meantime, I'll continue. And I hope you're doing well, Lashes. I know I can't wait. It's fine. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Lashes. And I can't wait for your live tomorrow. The nice little giveaway. Don't give away too much. Keep your heart for yourself at least, or if you're gonna give away your heart, give it to your husband. But I think you probably already did that. So yeah, so tonight is going to be chapter 9 of the book, The 48 Laws of Power. Oh, I would say it was fine. Okay, all right. Thank you. I'll put it back down a little bit then, because I think it is a little too low, too high. So we'll get it down just a little bit, just a touch of your love. There we are. Okay. Alrighty, so we're going to continue on here. Alright, so chapter 9 of the 48 Laws of Power is titled Win Through Your Actions, Never Through Your Arguments. The judgment is any momentary triumph you think you gained, you think you have gained through argument is really Pyrrhic victory. The resentment and ill will you stir up is stronger and lasts longer than any momentary change of opinion. It is much more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying a word. Demonstrate, do not explicate. All right. So I'm not going to go into the in-depth examples that the author Robert Greene has been given here. Well, let's see what you're saying here. Only some coin. Miss passive income. I know. Don't worry. I know it's I know the feeling is like you have money coming in, but it's not there yet. It's in other places. It's going through other things. Don't worry. I get you. I get you. Don't worry. But yeah, no, it's but you have wealth in other ways, so don't worry. So I'm just gonna put this up. Nope, no, that's not what I want to do. There we go. This is what I want to put up. There we go. So, anyways, so yeah, so as usual, this book is divided into like this chapter, I should say, is divided into an example of somebody who failed, an example of somebody who succeeded in following this law, and then he gives some details as to why. He gives an example of how it succeeded. It was through, and I'll go through it quickly. It's Michelangelo. Obviously, Michelangelo, the artist, and not the Ninja Turtle. Okay, for those of you who grew up in the 90s, like I do, that was your first thought is the Ninja Turtle. Exactly. We all know money comes in when it's planned, when it's meant to, but money also comes out in a different way as well. So you kind of have to pretend and live like you're poor, even when you're not. So it's always better to live, excuse me, under your means than over your means. Always, always, always. So yeah, so he gave the example of Robert Greene. I'm talking about now, of Michelangelo, who's a famous sculptor and sculptor, I should say. And he's not a sculptor; he's a sculptor. And he had a patron, a patron, somebody who pays him to do work, right? Who commissioned him to do a particular sculpture. Who said, "Look, I really don't like how you did the sculpture's nose. I don't like it. It's not my aesthetics. You have to change it," right? So Michelangelo, rather than arguing with him and saying, "Oh, it's perfect because of this. It's perfect because of that. I like it this way. I like it that way. Blah blah blah. Here's the reason." Rather than arguing with him and potentially losing money, so kind of go to what we're talking about, Lashes, right? Michelangelo is in a position where, hey, I have to guarantee my income here. I have to guarantee that this guy is going to pay me and continue to pay me. I have to please this guy. I have to make him happy, but I also have to live by my standards. So rather than argue with him and maybe get mad at him or maybe even get physical or violent, he's like, no, no, no. I know this guy is not seeing my point just because of the physical distance that he has between him and the sculpture. So what he did, rather than talk, 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 and argue with this guy, he basically moved himself in such a way that the guy had to follow him. Okay. Now the other guy, the name is, let me find the name. It's Sorderini, and I know I'm probably mispronouncing the name. Okay, I'm not good with Italian names. I'm sorry. He literally, as they were talking, he moved the guy around and then saw the Sorderini saw that, hey, from this perspective, this nose really looks nice. And Michelangelo didn't have to say a word, didn't have to argue with him, didn't have to browbeat him, didn't have to patronize him, none of it, right? So Michelangelo was smart in that way, right? So he did not put his money in jeopardy. Hey, Elizabeth Quebec, how are you? Sorry I mispronounced your name. Hello, Dayang. Hey, Sissy. How are you? Thank you for being here tonight. So I'm doing a quick little book review. It's not going to be a very long review. Hello, Reggie. Reggie, is it Reggie? Reggie? I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not really good with all the names and stuff. But thank you guys for being here and spending even just a few minutes with me. So I'm doing a book review, really quick book review of. It's a book called The 48 Laws of Power. Okay, it's by Robert Greene. Right now I'm doing chapter 9. Okay, no problem. My pleasure, Kabik. My pleasure. I'm always glad to help you out, and I help you, you help me, we help each other, we help other people, right? Hopefully, we all grow together and become one, and teamwork makes the dream works, right? So, thank you, Diane. Thank you for. I know I tend to do my lives late at night when everybody is at home cooking and cleaning. So thank you for putting me on the background. I really don't mind. Thank you for any kind of support that you can give me. So even if all you guys can do is have me on in the background, that's absolutely fine. I take no personal offense by that. I know that I do my lives late at night. I kind of have no choice. I tend to be at work from 8 o'clock in the morning my time. Well, no, night. Sorry, I start at 9 and I finish at 6 p.m. my time. I live in the Eastern Standard Time, so right now it's 7:45 p.m. for me. So I know that a lot of times, especially for you guys being in the Philippines, that's later on in the day, early morning for you guys. So I know that you guys are in a different time zone. So that's why I'm always appreciative of any amount of support you guys can give me. So don't feel bad if you watch me on the replay or like you said, Diane, that you're just, have me on the background while you're cooking dinner. That's absolutely fine. I have no problems with that. Thank you, Sissy. Any support, I always appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So I'm reviewing chapter 9 of uh, of the book, The 48 Laws of Power. I'll reread it just so that you guys who just came in know. The title of this chapter is called Win Through Your Actions, Never Through Arguments. The quick little summary of this chapter is any momentary triumph you think you have gained through argument is really Pyrrhic victory. The resentment and ill will you stir up is stronger and lasts longer than any momentary change of opinion. It is more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying a word. Demonstrate, do not explicate. All right. Yeah. Thank you for the high five, Gabik. Thank you very much. So basically, in this chapter, Robert Greene is trying to tell you that when you argue with people, you're really not gaining as much as. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you. You're not really gaining as much of a victory as you think you are. Yes, in the moment, you might win the argument, and the person's, oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that perspective. But in reality, what it often does is that the person just ends up not liking you as much, right? They're always thinking, oh, let's say I'm having a conversation with Lashes Journey, and Lashes, I'm just using you as an example, so please, I'm just because I know you, you're my friend, so but let's say Lashes and I are arguing, right? And we're having a fight, and yeah, in the moment she might say, "Oh yeah, you know what? She's still my friend. You're right on this topic. You win." Afterwards, she might be thinking, "Oh, you know what? I really know I don't like having conversations with She's Still My Thunder. She's always arguing. She's always trying to be right. Why do I talk to her all the time, right?" So that's what he's talking about in this chapter. When you're arguing with somebody all the time, or consistently, or even if it's just that one time, that person has a negative experience with you, right? So now they're like, why am I in a conversation with this person? Every time I'm talking with this person, it's like argument, argument, argument. Why would you want to have a conversation with a person? So again, Lashes Journey and I are not fighting. She's a friend. I'm just using her as an example to make the point. Okay, guys. Um, but yeah, so for him, it's much more effective that if you're going to have a disagreement with somebody, rather than use your words, use your actions. So he, in this chapter, used the example of Michelangelo, who was basically being told by his boss that hired him to do artwork by the name of Soderini, hired him, Michelangelo, to do work, and Michelangelo, was being criticized by Soderini, and Soderini was like, "No, no, I want you to change this. I want you to change that." Rather than argue, he just literally, because he Soderini knew that it was just how the patron Soderini was looking at the sculpture, he literally just got up and moved in such a way that Soderini had no choice but to follow him, then saw the nose, which is what he wanted to fix, under a different perspective, and clicked the, oh no, from here it looks fine. The nose is absolutely fantastic. So he ended up winning without having to say a word, without making Soderini, have negative feelings or, bad feelings towards him. So a lot of the times, that's basically all you really need to do is instead of talking, demonstrate your example, right? So for example, at work at one point, uh, one of my colleagues, she's at the other location. I work in a driving school, and we have two locations. She's the secretary at the other location, so we're both doing the same jobs, right? So we basically have the same tasks. um, she didn't know that, okay, you can search for student names in a certain way. So I'm like, look, can I show you? Rather than argue with her, rather than fight with her, I said, look, can I share a screen with you? Can I show you how I do things? And then that way you can decide for yourself if this is something that you want to use or not, right? So I took the time to show her, to look and explain. And at the end of it, rather than us fighting and arguing and me not getting my point across, I was able to literally just show her, hey, look, this is how I do. You want to use this tool? Great, fantastic. You don't want to use this tool? That's up to you. But at least now you know that there's this way to search for students' names if you want to see where they're at in their curriculum, right? Where they're at in their studies, right? So after that, she was actually grateful, and she was like, wow, I did not know. And even though she had been working in the company for a lot longer, she's still working in the company. She's been in the company for a good 2 3 years longer than me, right? She didn't know this. So after that, she was like happy to tell people, oh my god, she stole my thunder, taught me something about it. You know what I mean? Hey, uh, I'm gonna try to say what you said, and forgive me, Dayang, if I don't speak Tagalog. I'm not, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to say it. So please, uh, don't laugh at me if I mispronounce this, okay? But do correct me the next time I go on your live. No, you have to say it like this, okay? I'm gonna try to say what you what you wrote here, but I probably will get it wrong. I apologize in advance. Bonso Olive Slow. I probably got that so wrong. I apologize, but I'm trying. I have to, like I said, I only know the naughty words in Tagalog, so I'm not gonna say the naughty words that I know because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I have to. I try to learn. Maybe Diane, you can teach Tagalog. I'll teach you teach you French, and you teach me Tagalog. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I admit I don't know Tagalog at all. I know a couple words, and it's the bad words. So thank you, Diane. Thank you. I try. But yeah, so uh, to get back to it, obviously, um, sometimes rather than arguing with people, and we all have those lives, right? That part of our life where we want to talk, we want to explain ourselves, we want to communicate, and it's not that it's wrong to do that, right? But uh, Bonsum, oh, younger brother, little. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Diane. Hey, Towels, how you doing? Glad to see you here. You haven't been live in a while, Towels, or is it just me that's missed a few of your lives? But I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing a quick little book review. I'll be ending it maybe a good Glad that you're doing well. I'll probably end it in maybe 15, 20 minutes maximum. Like I said at the beginning of the live, I do have a movie to go to later on tonight, so I'm gonna go to watch the movie Batman at 9:30 p.m. my time. So I do want to make sure I have time to get there and all that and get dressed. So it won't be a very, very long live. I'm doing a very quick book review of the ninth chapter of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, which is titled Simply Win Through Your Actions, Never Through Your Arguments. So I did give an example that he was talking about Michelangelo, the sculptor, not the Ninja Turtle. Although I do like Mikey. Mikey from the Ninja Turtles was my favorite. I do have to admit that. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, so so you kind of have examples in our lives like that where and that's the discernment or judgment that I'm trying to learn in my own life too as well. And that's what I'm finding very difficult to do is not always having to sit down and explain myself, right? Not everything needs for me to sit down and tell you, go here, go there. I did this because of that. I did that because of this, and right? A lot of the times, you just have to do it, right? I think I'm right on something rather than sit down and explain it. I just have to do it, right? And then that person seeing the actual results of my work will actually convince them that, hey, you know what, she stole my thunder. You know what, that's a good idea. That does make sense, right? Because a lot of times too, um, words are very easy. Hello, amazing MNG. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I will be ending the live soon, amazing MNG, but thank you for spending as much time as you are with me. I love you and thank you for your support. So yeah, a lot of times when we explain things to people or when we say things, and that's what I've learned recently from um, recent experience, that a lot of times it can be very easy to misinterpret, right? And people will view what you said very differently than what you intended to, and that can cause a lot of problems, right? Um, Kabik. Okay, Kabik, not Karbik. Okay, thank you, Kabik. Thank you. And do guys, if I make a mistake in your name or there's something I'm mispronouncing or whatever the case might be, please let me know. I'd rather be corrected when I'm wrong or be told, hey, I think, I disagree or whatever. As long as you're respectful, I have no problem changing my way. Thank you, Diane, for sharing. Very kind of you. Yes, Amazing MNG. Here we go. We're gonna put your comment on. Hello, everybody from Amazing MNG. Hello, everybody. So yeah, so a lot of times when we talk, we think we're being effective in our communication, right? We think we're being clear. We think we're being understood. But words are very easy to misinterpret and to get wrong, and for people to think you're saying one thing when you're really saying something else. It's easy. It happened to me, right? Where people misinterpreted what I say, and it can happen to me the other way around, where I think the person's saying one thing when they're really saying something else, right? It happens on both ways. So rather than say something, demonstrate it, right? Do it. If you say that you're a loyal person, don't say it. Just do it. Just be loyal, If you're supportive, don't talk about how supportive you are. Be supportive, right? You're never, and that's kind of, you know, that proverb that goes out there, right? Your reputation precedes you, which is another chapter in the book here of 48 Laws of Power, right? People will talk about you, right? And they'll talk about the things that you do, your actions first and foremost, right? Sometimes they'll talk about the words you say first and foremost, but most of the time they'll talk about what you've done, right? You'll rarely see Lashes talk about herself as a supportive person, but what you hear said about her, you'll you'll hear people tell you that Lashes is a supportive person, right? Like what I'm doing right now, right? So because that's how her actions, what her actions demonstrate, right? You know, uh, even when like, look, maybe her and I might have an actual disagreement one day, but her actions will demonstrate that. Hey, if she's a friend, she'll say, hey, look, I don't like this. I don't like what you said. I don't know, da, da, da. And hopefully, you know what I mean? So that's how, this is the whole point of this chapter, right? Is don't just say what you think, what you mean, demonstrate it. Actually do it. If you're a kind person, your actions will demonstrate that, not your words. It's fine to say it, but your actions have to actually back up what you're saying, right? It's not enough for you to say that you're a kind person or that you're smart, right? Take some of the great hockey players or basketball players or musicians or whatever the case might be. I don't know. Take Michael Jordan, right? How many times did he have to tell people he was the greatest basketball player? Probably not very often. And even if he did, his actions on the basketball court showed that he was a great basketball player, right? How many championships did he win? How many records did he break, right? He was the number one because the statistics, i.e., his actions, demonstrated that he was a great basketball player, right? So that's the whole point of this chapter is really making sure that you know that if you want to demonstrate your point, if you want your point to be clear, make it something that you do, right? You want to prove to your boss you're a great employee. Don't say that you're a great employee. Don't make mistakes, right? Be at work on time. Do the tasks that are asked for you. Do them well. Do them consistently, etc. Right? Thank you, amazing MG. Very kind of you, right? So very kind, amazing MG. Right? So that's pretty much what I have to say about this basic chapter here. It's really that talking about, like I said, demonstrating your thoughts, your points. It tends to minimize the hatred towards you, the ill will towards you, and really allows you to make friends rather than enemies. So the next chapter is Law 10, Infection, Avoid the Unhappy and Unlucky. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that chapter tonight. That'll be for a different night. But tomorrow I do have a scheduled live for tomorrow morning. It's going to be a movie review tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to be reviewing the movie Tenet. It's a complicated movie, but I'll do my best to make it a simple explanation and conversation, and hopefully everybody will understand my explanation because it's one of those movies that's very convoluted and very you know uh, goes back and forth in the timeline and all of that, and I liked it, but it definitely got a hit and miss review. So anyways, that's it for tonight, guys, and I hope to see you guys in my stream tomorrow morning. But even if it's not my stream, but we see each other in another stream. I know Diane, you do quite a few lives. Amazing MNG, I hope to see you live soon enough, either tonight or maybe over the weekend. But thank you everybody for being here with me and spending this 30 minutes with me, listening to me talk and talk and talk and do my own thing. So thank you again, Lashes Journey, for being here. Thank you, Kabik, for being here. Thank you, Towel Games, for being here tonight with me. Who else did I see come in tonight? Oh, yeah, hello, and thank you, Reggie, for being here as well. And did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. Yeah, I think that was all. Yeah, that's all you guys here. So thanks again, guys, for being here with me and spending the 30 minutes with me. And I hope you guys have a great night and a great weekend. And like I said, I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning in my live. If not, I know that Lash's Journey, she will have a live tomorrow. I might not be able to make it for the entire live, but as usual, Lashes, I'll give you as much support as I can. So have a great night, guys, and make sure you have a wonderful weekend. If you have a loved one, give them a big hug and kiss for me. If there's somebody that you haven't seen or spoken to in a while, go ahead and go say hi to them. If you need an excuse, blame me. Use me. Use me as your excuse. Tell them, you know what? She stole my thunder. She's wondering what have you been up to? You know, she hasn't heard from you in a while. Tell us your story. Come on. What have you been doing for the past week? If you need to use me as an excuse, go ahead. Go ahead. Use me. No worries. I don't blame you. It's okay. Don't worry. All right, guys. So have a great one. And I hope everything goes well for you guys this weekend if we don't see each other. But hopefully, we will see each other in these YouTube streets. So, on that note, have a great night, guys. Bye, everybody.